Hey friends, it's Trucker Ray. I'm out here in Comox on Vancouver Island in the midst of this amazing marina. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. A little overcast today, but I always find it fascinating to take a walk in a marina. I love looking at the different names of the boats. One of these days I would love to own a boat, maybe like a little sailboat or something. That would be amazing. Well, I'm out here on Vancouver Island spending some time with my dear friend Adrian Scott and his wife and my granddaughters Autumn and Abby and Adrian and Kristen's son Arian and Brittany. And today I decided to come into Comox. My buddy Adrian Scott works out here and came down to visit with him for a while he does his thing. And while he's busy with customers, I decided to take a little walk, and I discovered this really amazing marina just not too far from where he works. Just beautiful out here. Absolutely stunning. Well, unfortunately, what was that? Oh, someone's not happy with me. I love the marina world, I really do. So currently right now I'm waiting for my truck to get fixed. It's now been in the shop almost 2 weeks. And this is the thing that I was dreading. I was having some issues with it. It wasn't going to gear properly, but it was still working. And I was really dreading bringing that thing into a Freightliner dealer. And like I thought, it's taking forever to get it fixed. But you know what? It's okay because I'm spending real quality time with my granddaughters. I've had a chance to make, as I mentioned on a previous update, some videos with them. Autumn doing her candles and Abby doing her soap. And just enjoying life a little bit out here, getting away from the truck, because it can be very, very monotonous when you spend literally 6 to 8 months at a time in a truck constantly and not really getting out of it. But I'll tell you something, you spend too much time in the truck, you end up with almost like a cabin fever, but reversed. So being here and enjoying time away and spending time with family and friends, it was difficult for me to adapt to not being in that truck. I was feeling anxiety, uneasy, wasn't sleeping very well. So I think I learned something from this. Take breaks from the truck a little more often, because if you spend too much time in the truck, it's not good. Psychologically, I don't think it's a good idea. And for those of you that are getting into this industry, make sure you got a good bank account before you start. Because in my case, this is 2 weeks without any kind of pay whatsoever, no compensation, nothing. When your truck ends up in the shop and it's at your home terminal, you don't get any layover for that. Now, some companies might pay you something, but I'm very fortunate that I was invited to come visit family and friends, because this would have cost me a fortune in a hotel. And you know, I guess I could have used another truck. I think they had 1 or 2 trucks that were still in the yard that were ready to go, but I needed a break. I didn't want 2 weeks. I only wanted a week. It's turned out longer than I really wanted. But again, I'm having an opportunity to walk my grandchildren to school in the morning, at least walk them to the bus stop. Pitch black outside, walking them outside to the bus stop. Just a lot of fun. And today, I get to go to another class of Abby's Taekwondo, where I get to see her display her skills as what she's learned now that she's a yellow-green belt. You've seen on a previous update. So, I'm soaking it in. I'm taking it in. And I'm enjoying every bit of it. All the names on these boats. Riviera Rose. What was another one over there? Laura. Can't see the other names from here. They've got everything in here from little fishing vessels, sailboats, speedboats, yachts. Just, I tell you something, there's one thing that I've always wanted. I've always wanted to live on a boat. I just think that would be amazing. Talking about the ultimate waterbed. It'd be really something else. You can just hook up to your boat, drive across to the island on the other side of the bay, and you're good to go. So I do want to welcome those of you that are watching for the first time. I know some of you are probably used to watching me on the other channel. But again, as I mentioned, that I wanted to devote more of my time to truth and testimony, sharing the Word of God, sharing what He's doing in my life. That's where these videos originated from, where I was going to be sharing my life as a Christian truck driver out on the highways. If you are here for the very first time, my name again is Trucker Ray, and back in 2012, I started a vlog on YouTube, sharing my experiences out here on the highways of Canada, starting in Canada. That's where it originated from. Then I moved into the US, as driving into the US, and now we even go into Mexico. And originally I wanted to share what life was like as a Christian truck driver out on the highway. And I've still been doing that, but not nearly to what I wanted to. It's like when I first started, I was doing a lot more reading my Bible. I was talking a lot more about the Lord. I was playing some really good Christian music on my videos. And I've kind of steered away from that in the last few years or several years. And that's what I want to get back doing. And that's why it's on Truth and Testimony now. And even if I get 50 viewers per video, I don't care. It's what I really want to do. So, if you are here for the first time, what can you expect to see on these videos? Well, what it's really like out here, the reality of trucking. And pretty well from the start of the day to the end of the day, what we have to deal with at shippers and receivers, highway conditions, breakdowns, right from what do I do in the morning? What do I eat in the morning? What do I do to prepare a meal at night? That's what you will see. I am going to try to provide you with the most realistic point of view on what it's like out here. And I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe. I hope you share it with somebody else who might enjoy this. And do like it, because that does help the algorithm. If you don't know what that is, it basically tells the AI at YouTube where to send these videos on different people's feeds, where it might benefit them. So I hope you do. And if you are a believer, it's good to have you here. If you're a non-believer, you still get the same thing. You still get to see what it's really like out here. Especially if you're looking to get into this industry. I'm going to tell you the way it is. I'm not going to candy coat it. I will never do that. So, and if you are returning and you are from the other channel, welcome. Good to have you here. I know I have a good handful of you that came over from the other channel. And I've had a lot of people drop off the subscriber list. And I guess people are afraid to hear about the Lord. They don't want to hear about it. They are comfortable with the way their life is. And, that's okay. I'm not here for numbers. I never have been. I try to provide quality. I try to provide, like I said, the realism of what this industry is like. Excuse me. And I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I enjoy it. So, good to have you here. So, what am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to hang out at this marina for a little longer because I absolutely love this atmosphere, this surrounding. And then I'll be picked up by Kristen and the girls. We're going to head to Abby's Taekwondo class. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I was at the class last Tuesday, and I get to do that again. So I'm really thrilled about going to her class again. And that is a helicopter heading to the military base that's just over that way. Military base out here in Comox, the Canadian Forces. Now, I'm going to take a little browse. Take a look at some more of the names on the boats. There's one there, Roberta. What's that one there? Heart of Gold. You know what? I told myself if I ever had a boat, I have several names that I could use. But I don't want to tell anybody because I don't want them being used. In case I get a boat one day. You never know. Well, good morning, my friends. I am all packed up and on my way to the ferry. Apparently my truck has been dropped off at the yard yesterday. They were putting some new batteries in it. I guess the batteries were low. Even though I just did an inspection, I don't know why the batteries wouldn't be any good, but hey, if they need to replace the batteries, then so be it. That just makes one less thing to me for me to worry about maybe a couple months from now or whatever. So this morning I had a chance to walk my granddaughters to the daycare because they had a Pro D day today. And when I left, it was a bit emotional for me because I really had an opportunity to bond with them. Yeah, I actually got a little emotional when I left. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna miss them. It was really nice spending all that time with them. I spent 2 weeks with them, doing lunch with them, taking them out, just helping Autumn put up lights in her room. And I was gonna do Abby's lights, but she makes this little hospital out of stuffed animals in her room, and she didn't want me to ruin them, so maybe another time. But overall, it's been a really nice visit, a good visit with my friends. I love them dearly, Scott and Kristen, and they were very, very kind to put me up for 2 weeks. That would have been really, really pricey at a hotel. And I mean, I would have done it if I had to, but they really insisted that I come out and spend the last bit of Hanukkah with them, as well as time with the girls, which was really important. This was probably the best visit I've ever had with the girls. And the nice thing is too, because they're getting older now, and you can really have somewhat intelligent conversations with them. And it really does remind me of the times where I was raising my girls, you know, and my son, where I would take them to school and help them with the lunch, and I found myself quite a bit brushing their hair in the morning before they went to school. It's just a natural thing you do as a dad. I'm sure they felt a little bit awkward maybe at the beginning, me doing that, but you know what? Every time I dropped them off at the bus stop, they would run up and give me a hug. So, you know, this was really needed. It really was. The only thing I regret right now is that Autumn's birthday party is coming up, and I'm not going to be able to be there for it. Now, if I would have been stranded for another 4 or 5 days, it would have been perfect. But then again, we're not getting paid to be out here. We're not getting any compensation whatsoever for being broken down, not a penny. So you really, and the truck is not making any money sitting in the yard. Okay, we have arrived.
Prepare to turn sharp left in 650 meters.
Be quiet. I'm here. You don't need to keep telling me. And because we reserved, there's a little barcode on here that we just get them to scan.
Hello, reservation?
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, looks like we are loading early. We're not supposed to load until like at least another 15 minutes, but for some reason we're loading now. I'm not going to complain. If there's an opportunity to be out on the ocean, I am up for it. But the only thing I don't like about this ride is it's very expensive. It's not that far to go. I mean, it's, I don't know what it is across the inlet there, but it's like $100 each way. So if you want to come out and visit, you're looking at 200 bucks. But we really could not have picked a better day to return because just look at the weather. It's nice. Very, very pleasant weather. Look at that beautiful water out there. It is gorgeous. See which way they're going to send me. Send me to the right there, buddy. Send me to the right. Yeah, of course. I was hoping to get one to the right so I can get a window seat, but no. Because sometimes I like that on the right-hand side there, you get a really nice view of the water. So I definitely won't be sitting in the truck, or in the vehicle rather, it'll just be too boring. Well, we just heard from work, and apparently I am going to be leaving on Sunday with a load that delivers Monday morning in Portland. It's basically firewood, and it goes to a place in Portland, and then from Portland normally we go to Hood River. So basically it's on the way, so it's a freebie load. You basically pick up a load, you drop it off in Portland. You're going the same way, so you're not getting paid any extra miles, so it's a freebie load from the generosity of our heart. The one thing I'm happy with, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Today, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Look at all this nice weather here. Ooh. I'm not going to be going through Snoqualmie Pass, but basically, well, you know what? Let's check Pendleton. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll check Pendleton here. That'll give us an idea. The East Coast is getting a really bad cold spell right now. Yeah, look at all that nice weather. Sunshine all the way. I bet you I can do a rounder, go all the way down to Mexico and come back, and it'll still be sunny. Let's look at Ely. Ooh, Again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the whole west, it looks like the western areas like California, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, all those areas look like it's going to be really nice. Can't complain with that. Yeah, gotta like it. So that means I will be leaving on Sunday, so I got the rest of the day to get my truck in order. I got tomorrow to get my truck vacuumed and groceries, whatever I need on board. My truck is getting washed as we speak. I was talking to Jerry, one of my coworkers, super nice guy. He told me that my truck is sitting in the wash bay getting washed right now. So that's good. That is good, good, good. Hopefully the wash guy remembers to lock it. So anyway, it looks like we're docking here, so we should be getting off this ferry here momentarily. Look at the weather out here. Man, you couldn't ask for better weather than this. Really. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's going to be like this for like 2 weeks, apparently. Yeah, just before 3, 2:56. Well, friends, I am back in my truck. I had an opportunity to take everything that I had taken out, including my drone, because I'm not going to leave that stuff in my truck, as well as whatever other valuables, my laptop and other stuff that I just can't afford to lose. There's other stuff I left in here, which, you know, my PS4 or whatever. If that got stolen or whatever, you can replace that. You can't replace the laptop. You can't replace the drone. To replace that is very expensive. And so I finally got everything back in here. We're back in our bed, my nice firm bed. Had some issues sleeping on the island because a lot of the beds I was in, the couches I was crashing on, they weren't nearly as comfortable as what I'm used to here, this nice memory foam. So it's going to be nice to be able to sleep in my bed again tonight. So yeah, all my food was still in the freezer. I'm very happy about that. So that's all back in my freezer, cooling and chilling. Yeah, tomorrow I am going to stop at a place where I can get my vehicle vacuumed and give it a wipe down with some nice polish or whatever, and then we'll be ready to go. So again, I do have a load that's leaving on Sunday, and that is going to Portland, and then from there I'll be heading to Hood River to pick up, I do believe it's pears, and that is going down to San Luis. So we'll be back at it again soon. Well, I'm just relaxing. It's nice to be back on my bed. It's very comfortable. Had an opportunity to do a little bit more organizing, and yeah, we're good now. Like I said before, all we have to do is vacuum the truck out tomorrow, get a few supplies, and we should be good. But I've been sitting here just thinking about the time I spent on the island, how much I really needed that. Spending time with the girls, I really miss them right now. I do. It's been a long time since I spent time with young girls like my 2 daughters and my son. So it was really nice. And like I said, I really miss them.
I'm trying to think of some of the moments that were really special when I was out there on the island, and I have to agree that there was one time where myself and Adrian went to this lake. I can't remember the name of it, and it's not far from Campbell River. But we went there to do a little bit of footage, some drone shots, and a good portion of the lake was just filled with fog, to the point where when there was one time I went up with my drone, and I was literally on top of the cloud. That looked really neat. So we took a whole bunch of footage all around the lake, and it was just amazing. And I'm really glad I took that footage, because it will enable me to look back and enjoy that memory. Yeah. Like I said, I can't remember the name of the lake, but it was pretty amazing. Well, it is that time to get some rest. It's been a long 2 weeks waiting for the truck to get fixed. And like I said before, it was definitely worth the 2 weeks being over on the island. But we're about ready to get back to work, which again will reconvene on Sunday. I want to thank you for joining me on this very first edition of Life on the Road with Yeshua here on Truth and Testimony, where I wanted to share a little bit more of what I do outside the truck. And on our next episode, we'll be heading down to Portland to pick up a load, and then off to San Luis, and wherever we're picking up from there, we'll continue the series. But I did want to thank you for joining me, and if this is the first time you're visiting, I encourage you to subscribe. Don't miss one of these, because I think you'll enjoy them, especially if you're a driver, even if you're not a driver and maybe you've always wanted to be one. I like to share what it's like to be out here as a Christian driver. It's not easy. There's a lot of challenges that go with it. Not only with driving, but also trying to live a moral life. It's very difficult in this industry because there's craziness all around you. And I hope you come along for the ride. Sorry for the pun. But I do want to close with prayer. And if you want to join me, please do. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for the last 2 weeks being able to spend this with my granddaughters and my good friends, and to get out of the truck, see some of your beautiful countryside, and thank you for giving me the strength to carry on this series and to revise it, to go back to where it originated from. And I hope that you will bless it here on Truth and Testimony, and that many people will be touched by it, that the subscribers would just go crazy. And if not, if we only have 40 or 50 people watching, that's fine. I feel blessed just having the honor to do this. Would you bless my entire family? Bless everybody that's watching this right now, Yeshua. Would you just please answer their prayers, see to their needs, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, maybe it's spiritual, financial, physical, so many things that we need help with, Lord. And I just ask that you'd see to the needs of everybody that is viewing right now. I ask that you would also bless this series and bless this channel, Truth and Testimony. My good friend Adrian, my amazing friend, please bless everything that he does as well. Please keep me safe on the road, and everyone else that is watching, again, would you please send a special blessing to them all. I pray in Yeshua's name. Amen. Amen. All right, friends, thank you for joining me again. Feel free to subscribe, share, and like, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.